Hello. Today I feel inspired to talk about grounding. What is grounding? Why would we want to think about it? What are the benefits? And to teach a little energetic tool or technique that anyone could use to feel more grounded, to feel better as they go about their day. So we have a physical body, and to my truth, we also have an energetic body or a spirit body that we house. We house our physical body with that spirit body. And our spiritual or energetic field extends around the body about an arm's length out. And as we go through life, we interact and engage with people, our families, our loved ones, our partners, our friends. We go to work and we engage with people in the work environment or any aspect of life. We have uh, experiences that we are processing, whether it is a joyful moment that we want to be engaged in and enjoy more fully, or we might have a painful or a challenging experience that we would like to move through more gracefully. And so grounding can help with that because as we start to engage with other people and we're influencing them, they may be influencing us as we connect and engage with people in our world. And that energy is constantly flowing and processing of our bodies. A grounding cord or being grounded could help us be lined up under our truth. It can help us release energy that doesn't support us any longer so that we can continue that process of growing and changing to be our very best self. And so, what is a grounding cord? It can be lots of things. The way I like to teach grounding is to ground at the base of our spine and to let that grounding go all the way down into the center of the earth. And when we ground at the base of our spine, it allows that grounding cord to be a trash chute, to carry away energy that we no longer need, that we have processed, that doesn't support our highest and best good. And it allows us to line up under our crown chakra, which is on the top of our head, so that we can be in our highest and best truth to engage in life and to make decisions and to move through life in the directions that are most supportive for where we really want to go. And it allows our chakras, all of the major chakras that are in the core of the body, to also line up so that they can process, so that we can process any energy that no longer supports us. So lots of good to be found in just one little grounding tool, one little grounding concept. So there are lots of ways to ground, as I said earlier, but grounding from the base of the spine is so easy. And I like to use imagination, visualization techniques, along with movement and color. I like to use the concepts of attention and intention to create the life that we really want to create. And we can use our intention and our imagination to create a grounding cord. So what we can do, and I'm going to talk about it for a minute, and then I'll invite you to do it with me. So talking about it, we would imagine some kind of an image at the base of our spine, and it could be any image. I like to use a shaft of light myself. It can be any colored shaft of light, red, blue, green, purple, pink, any color that you like. Or some people like to use, excuse me, a tree trunk or a big wide tube or a stack of rocks, any kind of an image that you would like to use that feels supportive and fun and and to help you be grounded can be used. So we'll go into our meditation in just a minute, and we can just imagine that that grounding cord begins at the base of the spine. And I like to have mine nice and wide as my hips, so that I can be carrying away any energy that doesn't support me right down away from my body. And we can imagine that the grounding cord goes down through the chair, down in through the floorboards. Even if we're in a 3-story building, it can go all the way down through all the floors, and it can reach the bedrock of that building, the foundation rather, and it can go through the bedrock of the earth and all the way down into the center of the earth where whatever's there, the hot lava or water or stacks of rocks in there, that grounding can just be hooked in there at the grounding center of the earth, and it can act like that nice trash chute to carry away whatever we're ready to release in that moment. And we can set our grounding cord, and then the grounding cord will stay there for as long until it dissipates. It's good to set a new grounding cord daily, or whenever you have a challenging moment, you can set a new one. And we can also use our grounding cord with intention to release a specific kind of energy. If I'm feeling a little sadness today, I can use intention to release sadness, or worry, or fear, or distractions, or doubts. So we can use an intention to release something specific down our grounding cord. What a miraculous little tool, huh? uh, and one thing I want to say about grounding and releasing energies is that in this life we live, we still do have to process our emotions. But when we're grounded, our emotions can process more easily. We can release any blocked energy that prevents us from moving through those emotions. And so, as we're grounded and we're processing emotions that are challenging, those emotions can move away and we can process them a little more easily. And we can move through any painful kinds of experiences a little more gracefully. Okay, so if you're ready, let's give it a try. So, I've been talking for a few minutes here. I'll just give you an invitation to settle into your chair or the couch or wherever you're sitting right now. Be in your body. Feel that chair, that couch behind you and underneath you. And then, just with your imagination, imagine that you have this image at the base of your spine, whatever you've chosen, whether it's the shaft of light, the stack of rocks, the tube. Just imagine that grounding, that shaft of light that's a nice color, red, blue, green, purple, pink, or the tube might have a color to it, red, blue, green, purple, any color that you like. And just imagine that grounding is nice and wide as your hips, and that it's going to grow itself through the chair, down through the building and the floorboards, all the way down through the floors of the building if you're up on a second or third floor, all the way down into the foundation of the building, through the foundation, down into the bedrock of the earth, where it can connect in with the center of the earth, and where any of that energy that is coming up or that you're releasing that doesn't support your highest good can now flow out of your space just like a trash chute, away from your body, down into the center of the earth. And if you're releasing energy from a person in your life or someone else's energy, when it comes into the center of the earth, it can be transmuted. It can be recycled and transformed so that they can have their energy back. And we can have our clarity with that nice grounding at the base of your spine, carrying away any energy that you don't need any longer. You might notice that you're more centered, and that you're centered right under your crown chakra, and that all of your chakras are lined up, and that they can begin processing, moving away energies that don't support you in your highest and best good. Nice. And when your grounding cord is in place, feels like that's complete, you can go ahead and come back to the room. Notice how you feel. grounded, centered, maybe a little more positive with anything that you don't need moving away from your space. I'd love to hear your comments, either here on the YouTube, or if you're looking at this through the Ajata Casa app, on my group out there, you can comment. And I hope you're having a really wonderful day. Thank you for joining me. Bye bye.